4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna,
I've been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so.
It's a dirty show, though.
Well, it's clean dirt.
Forgive me, but the best restaurants of the world are here in Vegas. I mean, you have here the best of the best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrities here. The Harley Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here, and Britney Spears came over here like 2 weeks ago.
Boy, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will. Oh.
That's so Vegas. Well, happy Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. I'm Christine McKellar, your host on That's So Vegas, and I'm live here at the WCOBM studio right off the fabulous Las Vegas Boulevard. For those of you who looked on my Facebook page today, I have a very interesting and wonderful guest today, Dr. Lynn Kowalski. She is a specialist of a technology, laser technology to be precise, and you're an oncology gynecologist as well?
It's called gynecologic oncology.
Gynecologic oncology, yeah. So that's a whole separate thing, and hopefully, and please stay with us through the next few segments because we'll probably get to that. What Dr. Kowalski is, may I call you Lynn?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. Is here today is we're going to talk about, and it's a subject dear to women's heart. You know, today in society, women really have to be on their game, and we spend a lot of money on our hair and our breasts and our bodies and everything to try to look younger, stay younger, feel younger. Men, on the other hand, spend a little bit of money and they get products like Viagra, other surgical enhancements that we talked about, but we're probably not going to talk about on the show today. But again, the pressure is on women to be younger, more youthful and beautiful. And what Dr. Lynn is here about is there is a procedure that she does for women, not just women who have gone through menopause, which is hormonally raging and difficult, but it even is good for women after childbirth who are experiencing difficulties having sexual pleasure. So back to women, symptoms of menopause are your hormones just kind of go bye-bye, and you have changes within the uterus, and your whole attitude towards sex can change because of that. But if your man's taking Viagra, we need people like you. So can you tell us a little bit? First of all, have you always lived here? We'll just quickly do a little background on you. Are you a vegan?
Not native, but I've been here since 1998, so I consider myself a native by now.
Your adopted daughter,
That's
yes.
right.
And why did you pick the gynecological aspect of medicine? Just as a woman, you felt you could contribute more to?
Absolutely, but I always knew since I was 5 years old that I wanted to be a doctor. I always thought I was going to be a surgeon.
Yay.
I was interested in doing things with my hands, and actually my mother was the one who got me interested in OBGYN because she was in a job where she worked a lot with women's issues, women's gynecologic health issues, and so I was interested, and then I actually decided to go into the cancer subspecialty when I was in my training.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good subject. It's becoming rampant today. Yeah. One of the things that you're really proficient in, and it's kind of an offshoot, but it does have to do with it was a development from, is you have a certain laser. Is that robotics is how you
actually that's different. This laser is something we have in our office. It's
okay, so two separate things. You have a laser.
Right. I like innovative technology, and if it helps my patients, then I'm very interested in that. But the laser is called the FemiLift laser, and it's actually the same laser that people have been getting laser resurfacing of their face for many years.
Okay.
So it's essentially the same exact technology, and someone came up with the idea, well, it works really well on the face. Maybe we should try it in the vaginal area.
Interesting.
So they started doing these trials in Europe and other places around the world, and they found that, lo and behold, it was helping with dryness, it was helping with pain in the vaginal area.
Wow.
And it actually caused the vagina to almost regrow the strength of the lining. So it was helping with what we call laxity. So if things
Sure.
were kind of stretchy. And
Yeah,
not-
after childbirth.
Exactly, exactly. So I heard one woman say, you know, she had her baby and she thought that it was kind of like a rubber band, like it stretched and the baby came out, but then she thought it would, you know, go back, and then it didn't.
No, not right away anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
and well, for her, it didn't go back at all. And then she thought, well, what am I supposed to do here? It's not, you know, going back where I thought it was going to go back. And so that can affect her enjoyment of her sex life and also her partner's. So
Right.
this procedure, the FemiLift, can actually help cause tightening and collagen regrowth of the vaginal lining. The third thing that we can use it for, which is really cool, is urinary incontinence. So a lot of women, especially after having a baby, again, things get stretched out, and then they find they're feeling great. They go back to the gym, and they go and do like their jump rope routine or
Right.
something like that, and all of a sudden, wow, I'm leaking, and that never happened before.
Right, yeah.
So this can actually cause, again, collagen regrowth in the part of the vagina that supports the bladder, and it helps women not have that problem anymore, which
That's
is great.
interesting, yeah, because I'm familiar with the procedure. A lot of friends I know, and I sure want that laser on the face
Right.
because it stimulates growth of collagen.
Exactly,
correct?
exactly.
And
That's really what this is about, is something that we can use to stimulate collagen. And actually, when the collagen is stimulated, we get more blood vessels. And a lot of people don't know this. The lubrication, a lot of women think it comes from glands in the vagina. It actually comes from the blood, from the blood vessels. So when someone gets excited and things are getting going, the blood actually pools in the vaginal lining, and some of the liquid basically in the blood kind of goes across the vaginal lining, and that's where the lubrication comes from.
Well, that's interesting, and that's conversely with men. The blood has a significant factor in
Right.
Their erections.
Exactly, that's
and
what the erection is, yeah.
So that increases their performance as well.
Right.
That's really fascinating. I never had. I haven't really thought too deeply on this subject anyway, but I'm happy to, because I know this is really an issue. And again, we're not saying, oh, women, you're old and in menopause or anything like that. This applies to women of all ages.
Right,
There's
absolutely.
incontinence issues.
Right.
There could be just health issues, I'm sure, that would
Right.
affect anybody's. So we're talking about women being beautiful from the outside in.
Absolutely.
And this it's a painless procedure, I understand?
Yeah, it's done in the office. We don't need any anesthesia. Surprisingly, there really aren't a lot of nerve endings in the vaginal area and the cervical
Well,
area.
good thing. I mean,
Right.
to have a baby.
To
I
have-
had a
yeah.
C-section, so I mean, I can only empathize with
Right,
women who've
but
had
thank God made us that way. You know, most of the feeling is actually really on the outside. So we can do this procedure in the office. And generally what I do if someone comes in is we do like a little test dose. And so I press the button and activate the laser. And do you feel anything? And every woman has said, no, did you do it? Oh, okay. I guess we're okay, right? And then
Right.
we go on with the treatment. So in general, it takes about 3 treatments to get the effect you're looking for. And each treatment we do 4 weeks apart.
Okay.
So, but the thing that's great about it is once we've gotten through those treatments, the effect can last for a year or even a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
And then a woman can do like a maintenance treatment once a year.
That's interesting. How long does a procedure take?
Literally like 5-6 minutes. It's very, very quick. So if they come to see me in the office, someone is interested, obviously I have to talk to them about it, and then I do a quick physical exam and make sure that they would be a candidate, talk about what kinds of expectations they have. Some people, not everybody is a candidate, depends on what their situation is.
Right.
But if we identify that they are a candidate, then we can actually usually do the treatment on the same day.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's all kinds of peripheral benefits, not just to, the incontinence end of it. I want to talk more about this, and I also know that you have written a book too, because you specialize in a lot of these women's areas. The book was on women's hysterectomies, how to deal with that. We're going to talk about that in the third segment, and some other things that you do at the office. The robotics is kind of interesting too. We need to take a quick break, and before we go, I want to give a shout out to the Red Roof Inn, which is my sponsor. It's on Paradise across from the Hard Rock Hotel. They're pet friendly, which I like. Free Wi-Fi, continental breakfast for guests, and they're close to the Strip. Don't go away. We're going to come back with Dr. Lynn here and talk more about making women happier. Be right back.